Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's yours, truly the Ace, back with another Behind the Teams video, episode 8. We are focusing on the Carolina Panthers, and I got one of my homies with me, man. My boy True is in the building. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up? I'm glad to be on.
Thanks, hey man. I'm glad you came on, man. I know you've been busy, and I just want to take this time to thank you for coming on, man. Me and my boy go way back with the music and everything, and the sports stuff, fantasy league. Which, by the way, you joined the fantasy leagues, right?
Yeah, of course, always.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna need you in them leagues, and then basically, I'm gonna be doing it on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be live. So the Gaga is gonna
Okay,
the
awesome.
trash talk is gonna be live.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So, Carolina Panthers last year, 7-10, finished second in the NFC South. Ended up making a huge trade to get the number 1 overall pick last year. Before we get started into the draft, let me know what your thoughts were on the 2022 season.
It was a mess. It was a mess. I went into that season very optimistic. We had the new coach, college coach, Matt Rule. So I was trying to hold faith, and I knew that it takes time to build the team correctly. So I tempered expectations, but it was chaos. It was chaos. And we had Baker Mayfield, and y'all see that didn't work out. And some very tough things as a Panthers fan went on last season. We lost Christian McCaffrey, and CMC is I hold him dear in my heart. But as an organization, I felt like we were moving backwards. And to undo what that coach did, we had to make a lot of sacrifices. So it was pretty rough, but there was some glimmer of hope. Our offensive line held it down. Towards the end of the year, we actually established a run game. And I think the problem with CMC, our offense ran through CMC.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
And DJ Moore. So I think after CMC left, it left a lot of touches and it left a lot of holes that need to be filled. So it made everybody else step up, which was a good thing because for the past few years, it's just been CMC. That's it. So it was a roller coaster. Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, everybody was getting touches. Even Jacob Eason. So it was chaotic, but towards the end we start putting win streaks together, and I was kind of sad about that because I wanted the number 1 overall pick. So,
which that's a good segue to what the next topic is because you guys ended up with it anyway. Had to give up a lot for it. So my next question is going into the offseason. Obviously, what do you feel like was your biggest need going into the offseason? Did you guys address it via the draft and free agency?
To be honest, I really wanted to get the quarterback room under control, just because it's been wild. It's been ever since the Super Bowl era, and then we went with the Broncos. Cam Newton was never the same. Then it went to Teddy Bridgewater, then Sam Darnold, and it just became chaos. So I feel like the biggest thing for us is we needed stability in the quarterback room, and I have mixed feelings about Bryce Young. I think he's a great quarterback, but durability is a concern, and I've been following his training camps and whatnot. But I feel like he's very intelligent and he's very methodical. So I've been watching him closely. Very well spoken young man. So like I feel good. I feel better than what I've felt in a while as a Panthers fan.
Yeah. What you guys did in the draft, you didn't have a lot of draft picks this year because, obviously you gave up a lot to acquire Bryce Young. But with your second pick, you got him, a weapon. And Jonathan Mingo from
Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're excited for him. So I like the fact that you got yourself a rookie receiver and a rookie quarterback that they can get chemistry together. I think that could work. Now, as far as Bryce Young, I think obviously his size could be a problem because it's like the Kyler Murray thing. You have to be able to take the punishment of 17 games in the season, but the talent is there. The arm strength and intelligence, like you said, is there. If he was taller and a little bit, if he fills out,
be a discussion.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be an issue, but that's the main issue on him. But I like Bryce Young. I really do. I think him and CJ Stroud are going to be going for the rookie of the years, and
Yeah.
they face each other later in the season. And that's going to be a good matchup that I think I just had a Texans person on as well. That should be prime time. I don't know why they don't push that to prime time.
It should be.
Yep. So I think you guys are going to be okay with Bryce Young. I think it was a smart move for you guys to trade up and get Bryce Young. So I like that move.
Yes. And there's been a lot of comparisons with Jonathan Mingo. Since he came from Ole Miss, there's been quite a few good receivers coming from Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Just as DK Metcalf, AJ Brown. And like, I think there's potential there, but as I see so far, especially in training camp, he's kind of buried on the depth chart.
Yeah.
He's like, look.
Oh, you're talking about Mingo?
Yeah, he's kind of buried down there, but that's fine. He got to earn his.
Well, yeah, he has to earn his. Yeah, he has to earn his keep because you guys got Adam Thielen, DJ Chark. I always mess up his name.
Marshall?
No. Laviska Sinat.
Oh, Laviska Sinat.
Yes, I always mess up his name, but that's three.
Yeah,
and then you got Terrence Marshall, like you said, Terrence Marshall, and you guys got three decent receivers. You know what I'm saying? Decent receivers, nothing like Adam Thielen is kind of getting past his prime, but he'll be that veteran receiver. DJ Chark is. Yeah, then you got two former Jaguars, you know what I'm saying, who are coming off of playing with Trevor Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully that translates well. So, we'll see, you know what I'm saying? But this draft, you were able to acquire a quarterback, a receiver, and an offensive lineman, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully your offense starts turning around. So,
yes. And I think one thing we haven't touched yet is I'm excited for Miles Sanders.
Oh, as well. Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited for him, even though like the backup is Chuba Hubbard, which is cool, but they kind of both do the same thing. I think the saddest thing we're missing right now is a ground and pound like we had last year, but we end up losing him. But I think Miles Sanders is going to be a nice compliment back who could catch it out the backfield and make some moves for us.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a proven year for him because obviously – in the Eagles system, is it the running? Is it the offensive line that's good? Is it the threat of Jalen Hurts is good? Or is it the committee that's good? So this is going to be a good year for him to test to see if he can do it. You know what I'm saying? And a good running back out of the backfield that can run and catch is a good quarterback's best friend as well.
Agreed.
So along with a good tight end, you guys picked up Hayden Hurst as well. So yeah,
Hayden Hurst.
Yeah,
people are not a fan of him, but I love Hayden Hurst.
Well, it's because he's not one of the top echelon tight ends in the league. So it's kind of like there is a big, as far as the league, there's a big gap between the top and then the average tight end.
Yes.
Like you got the Kittles, the Kelseys, the Wallers, the Andrews, and then it's a huge gap between the rest.
Huge gap.
Yep. So, all right. So that was the draft. All right. So going into the 2023 season, right? Who needs to be your standout player for the Panthers to kind of get it going again?
I really wanted to try to figure out a difficult answer. But to be honest, I think it's plain and simple. It's all eyes on Bryce Young.
Of course.
It's all eyes on him. And I was trying to think of who else really is there. But I think as a Panthers fan, we've been on this quarterback carousel for so long. We're just looking for stability.
Yeah.
We just need to see promise. And I think that's the biggest thing is prove everybody wrong that you can be durable and you can make it through the 17 games and just show some flashiness of greatness, of just potential. And I think that's the biggest thing Panthers fans are looking for is everybody is not on board with the Bryce Young train. Some people wanted CJ Stroud as number one.
Yeah.
And I feel like this year we're all looking to see, did we do right? Because we gave up a lot. DJ Moore hurt our souls.
Oh yeah. Who did you want? Who did you want out of Bryce Young? And going before the draft, who did you want?
To be honest, it was CJ Stroud.
It was CJ Stroud.
It was CJ Stroud. I like Bryce Young, but I think the reason why I love CJ Stroud so much was because he's just a ball placement specialist. He'll place that ball where you need it to. And the biggest criticism that CJ Stroud had was they was like, he doesn't really run with the ball. He's a quarterback. He's a pocket passer. And I think it was against, I forgot what state and what college team they were facing. And he showed flashes of mobile.
Yeah.
And I wanted him, but at this point, I'm just happy whoever we could take.
Yeah. Well, there's a difference in mobility. Like, do you want to be mobile like Lamar Jackson, or do you want to be mobile like
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers, where you're mobile enough to elude the pressure but stay in the pocket, or are you just going to take off? You know what I'm saying? CJ Stroud is that prototypical like Aaron Rodgers type mobile where he's going to move around in the pocket looking to pass instead of
yes,
just looking to run. Now,
exactly.
I'm going to say this. The thing that makes me nervous about CJ Stroud, as far I think you guys did great with Bryce Young. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I think Bryce Young has a higher ceiling, but I do
Mhm.
feel like CJ Stroud is probably a little more overall well-rounded as of right now. But I'm nervous about Ohio State quarterbacks. I really am.
That is
Like
true. That is
so
true. That
yeah.
is true.
But Alabama, they're well coached over there, and I think you guys did right by getting Bryce Young. And I think in a couple of years, because this is the thing, you guys got to realize, Panthers fans, you got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect this dude to be Patrick Mahomes. You got to give him
Yes.
about 3 years to actually kind of like settle in. And this
Agreed.
year, you kind of just want to see some good things out of him. But I think you guys did. I think it was the right move getting Bryce Young over CJ
Yes, I
Stroud.
think it was a safe pick, especially for Frank Wright.
Yep.
After what happened to him through the Colts, which I kind of felt like they kind of did him a little wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have a good resume. And crazy fact was he was a quarterback and he used to play for the Carolina Panthers. Did
Yeah.
not know that. So
Yeah.
there's some blood ties there. So I think he just went with the safer pick. And I feel like but one thing that's not a lot of people talk about is our staff is crazy.
Yeah.
Our staff, we got a lot of good coaches. Deuce, like it's very well rounded to groom Bryce Young. So I think he's in a phenomenal position to thrive. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
And scared.
What's it called? This is okay. Your standout player was Bryce Young. I'm gonna go with this. There's two guys that I actually really like on your defense. Like Bryce Young is obviously the pick that
Jeremy
needs to be
Chin,
said.
go ahead and say his name.
Who?
Jeremy Chin.
Oh,
Jeremy
okay.
Chin, go ahead and say his name.
No. That's not who I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm going your cornerbacks. I'm going JC Horn. I'm going JC Horn and CJ Henderson, to be honest with you. Because JC Horn was a top pick.
He was a dog.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm going with them because a good cornerback tandem, especially in the NFC South. Like, granted, the South doesn't have, you guys play in a bad division. You guys don't have elite wide receivers, so you should be able to shut them down. Yeah. Like outside of Mike Evans, Godwin, who you'll be playing. I'm trying to think of Mike Thomas. Doesn't really, who knows if he'll play. What I'm saying, stuff like that. Atlanta, they got Kyle Pitts as a corner. They just lost Ridley a couple 2 years ago. So it's like your corners, man, have a chance to be locked down in that division. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
But I'm gonna tell you this: out of every team in y'all division, I think you guys have the possibility to get the quickest turnaround because you guys rebuilding. Rebuilding. But if it goes well, it could be a nice little quick transition, and I hope that it works out for you guys.
Yes, and I think honestly, the one thing that we did not get in the draft that breaks my heart is another rusher. Because Brian Burns is so good.
Yeah.
But we don't have nobody on the opposite side of him. So that kind of made me sad. But I agree, our corners are amazing. The biggest problem, I just want to see them stay healthy. Let's just play 17 games.
Yeah.
I am a huge JC Horn fan. When he's on the field, he does amazing. It's just they can't stay healthy, injuries. So that was really a good point. I like that.
Yeah. So, all right. So before we go into the schedule, give me your realistic expectations of the 2023 season. What do you need to see?
It's crazy because I follow 3 or 4 Panthers podcasts, and everybody, I get it. We're Panthers fan now that it's like almost we got a new car. Everybody can't wait to drive it. And I've been hearing everybody's their guesses on the season. And so many people are saying like 11-6 or like it's like really high. My realistic is because there's going to be rookie growing pains.
Of course.
So I would be happy with. I really just want to go even.
I'm looking up you guys straight to schedule. I'm looking up you guys straight to schedule like I try to do for everybody. Let me see. Carolina Panthers. They have you guys at 27th strength of schedule out of the 32 teams. So that you guys are kind of towards the bottom as far as strength of schedule.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and go over the schedule. Let me go ahead and bring this up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through each week and just you let me know if it's a win or if it's a loss, and then
got you.
We'll go
I
from
got
there.
you.
All right, so week 1, the preseason starts with the Jets. Next week the Jets have a game. Then Giants in the preseason, Detroit Lions. But week 1, you starting off with division on the road though versus the Falcons. What do you think about that?
I don't like the Falcons, and I got no trust in Desmond Ridder.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win.
So you're gonna get that a win. Okay, so that's one. Win. That starts you guys off at 1-0. New Orleans Saints on ESPN.
We're at the Saints.
No, you're at home. Home on Monday Night Football. So you guys are getting a primetime game out the gate.
I think it's a loss.
Be sweating.
I think it's a loss.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Seattle Seahawks at Seattle. That's a. Oh, see, this is tough because it's a short week for you guys coming off of playing Monday. Then you have to travel to Seattle.
That's a loss.
I feel like they doomed you on that one.
Yeah, that's a loss.
Messed up. That's a little low key messed up to do to a rookie quarterback that you're gonna have him play on Monday and then 6 days later have to travel to Seattle. Yeah. That's messed up.
Yeah.
And then you guys are going against Minnesota at home. Adam Thielen going against his former team.
I don't want to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna count it as a dub.
Got us.
I'm gonna count it. That's a win.
Okay, 2-2. Detroit Lions.
That's a loss.
That's a loss at Detroit. Okay, they're on the up and they're on the rise.
They're on the rise.
Miami Dolphins at Miami.
If Tua is still healthy, I'm pretty sure that's a loss too.
Yeah, 2-4. All right, then you guys got an early bye week. Then you go against the Houston Texans. Okay. This is the matchup. Bryce Young versus CJ Stroud. That should be on prime time.
That's a win.
That's a win?
That's a win.
All right, so 3-4. Then you're going against the Colts, who are just in shambles right now.
That is a win. They are hopefully we don't know who's going to be starting by then, but that's a
win. They might have traded Jonathan Taylor
time.
By then. So
probably. That's a win.
So 4-4. Chicago Bears on Prime Video, Amazon. Thursday Night Football.
Jeez, I know. I think by Chicago then they'll be definitely in their groove. I think Justin Fields is for a breakout year, so I think that's a loss. I think they're gonna get it together.
A loss for them?
No, loss.
You're talking about loss for you guys. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
4-5.
DJ Moore's gonna go crazy.
Then you're going against the Dallas Cowboys, which I need you guys to get a W.
I want to. Now, in my heart, I already know what the right answer, but I hate the Cowboys. You're
going 4-6.
So
okay.
That's a win.
So
that's a win.
Oh, you're going with a win right there.
I'm going with a win. I just hate them. I don't even like saying that we're going to lose to them.
So you're going to go ahead and talk a lot of trash to your brother.
Oh,
then if
you already know.
Oh,
I'm talking so much trash.
Go ahead, get it out now. Go ahead, let it be said. Go ahead.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Y'all paid Dak Prescott so much money. And what do you got to show for it? You have the number 1 offense and a great top 5 defense. Just to watch the Super Bowl at home? We them boys? Boys?
Nah, they not.
And now Jerry Jones is talking about what? Y'all got Brandon Cooks now, Stephon Gilmore. Everybody need to watch out. I ain't worried about y'all.
Yeah, this is a Cowboy hating channel too. All right, so back to at Tennessee. What you got?
All right. I really want to say a win, even though they got DeAndre Hopkins now. But yeah, I say a win. They're a good team, but I say a win.
Okay, then at Tampa. Tampa has no identity.
Nasty. Baker Mayfield's playing. That's why it's really hard. We don't know what Baker we're gonna get, but since we're at their house,
I think I know what Baker we're gonna get.
Yeah. You never know. He's rolling the dice. So I would say, if we're at their house, we'll lose.
Yeah. Okay. So that puts y'all 6-6. Okay. Then you're going against New Orleans Saints again. At New Orleans,
we're winning that one.
Winning that one.
Okay. We're winning that one.
So that goes ahead and puts you 7-6. Okay. Atlanta Falcons to be determined. It's at home, but no time yet on that.
Ah, I don't like the Falcons. I don't like the Falcons. We're winning that too. We're sweeping them.
8-6.
Get the broom.
8-6. Green Bay Packers. They're trying to find themselves. You playing them this late in the season.
They're
Jordan
trying
Love might have a
to.
little bit.
I don't have that much faith in Jordan Love, but
Mhm.
one thing I give the Packers, their defense is stout.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to do. I count that as a loss. I don't think they're
Okay.
going to have a great season, but their defense is still their defense.
Okay. All right. Jacksonville Jaguars. Who you got?
That's a loss. They are
Yeah.
going to go crazy this year.
All right. So then sitting at 8-8. You guys 8-8 right now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home to be determined. No timetable on when that's going to get played. So 8-8. This could decide a playoff spot.
This could decide the playoff spot. And I'm gonna say, sorry, Baker. Sorry.
Getting a dub?
This is a win.
Oh,
this is a dub.
So
we're ending it.
For anybody that's out there, my man True got them finishing at 9-8 this year. That's not a bad record. That's not a bad record at all.
Not a bad record.
So we're gonna see. I got everybody on record. So whoever doesn't guess their predictions right, I'll be like, what happened, guys? Like, you know.
Yeah.
So 9-8, like I said, that's not bad for a rebuilding team if it's doable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have an easy strength. For anybody that's out there, because this is the thing. This is the one thing I always get from these videos. Hell no, they're not going 9-8. People in the comment section like, no, this is the thing. Being the strength of schedule, you know, rookie quarterback, maybe he'll get his groove. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? It's not unlikely. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I just think the biggest thing that's saving us is our division is so weak.
It is. Your division's trash.
Whole week.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day is winning the division. Look what happened last year. The Buccaneers sucked, but they got in even though they were eliminated.
The Buccaneers were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's our biggest shot. That's why I see us going the record that we have is just because our division is horrible. Now we're in y'all division. Y'all have a whole different story.
Yeah. The only team I would say you guys really have to worry about is the Saints with Derek Carr. That's the only team I would think you guys have to worry about. Depending on what's going on with the Alvin Kamara situation as well. He's been talking to the commissioner. I don't know what's going on with him. So we'll see. Yeah. But, you know, I definitely think out of everybody in your division, you guys are the closest to probably owning that division for a while because of the rebuild that you guys have taken. So,
but the Falcons have a great team. It's just their quarterback.
That's a big thing to have. That's a big if, though. Not having a quarterback. Yeah, dude, not having a quarterback is a big flaw to a team. It's not easy
with
to
the
say.
New runner?
Yeah. But it's not easy to say all we need is a quarterback. That's the most valuable position in the NFL.
True, because a lot of teams, the Broncos said the same thing.
Yep.
So how they went.
Exactly. So yeah, man. But look, man, hey, I appreciate you coming on the channel, man. Is there anything you want to tell the people, man, where they can find you at? What you got going on, man? Let them know.
Hey, I do music. You can find me on Spotify and Apple. My rap name is True Story, TRU. Story, spell it regular. Look, I just want to say I am honored to be on this podcast. This is where y'all need to tune in at. This content's about to be crazy. Got big things planned. I appreciate you for having me. It was an honor. And all I got to say is I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Hey, let's go Bryce Young.
Hey, there you go. Stick around for the for the behind the scenes too. True. But as always, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Big things are popping on the channel. I'll be announcing them soon. Also, if you've been sticking around this long, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. This is episode 8 out of 32 teams. We're running through them really quickly. I'm gonna try to get to all 32 before the season starts. But if it runs into the season, it's okay. I just want to be able to knock all these. This is the short-term goal I have for the channel. But I appreciate everybody for popping in here, watching the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. But as always, guys, I am yours truly, the Ace. Thank you for tuning into the Ace Avenue. Yours truly, the Ace. Adios.